everybody, and good morning. Good morning, good morning. Welcome to our 39-week Bumpdate update featuring Rue the cat. Now before I get started with anything, I want you guys to know that this cat has not left my side at all today. She was snuggled right up next to me on the couch for the past however long I was sitting on the couch, and came out here to vlog, and now she's here and she won't leave me alone. So she's being extra sweet today. Maybe it's a sign. I don't know. Anyways, how big is little man this week? Well, he's gonna be around, estimating, around 7 to 7.5 pounds and about 20 inches long. If you guys remember from our 34-week ultrasound, they estimated that he would be about 7 to 7.5 pounds when he was born. So obviously if we go over our due date, he could weigh more, but we're still anticipating about a 7.5 pound baby if he is born on his due date. That is the size of a small pumpkin, a French grain sack, which I don't know if I've ever seen a French grain sack, a mini skateboard, and an American short hair cat. As if you haven't seen Rue enough today, here's an example. Although Rue weighs more than 7.5 pounds, so I'm hoping that little man is not as big as his kitty sisters because they weigh a lot. Anyways, now that we are at 39 weeks, we are considered full term. I think from 37 weeks, you're considered near term, and once you hit 39 weeks, you're considered full term. So we can go. We could have gone at any time, but we definitely can go at any time now. His old fetal skin is falling off and his soft baby skin is growing in underneath. So when he is born, he should be very soft to the touch. Smooth as baby's bottom. He definitely should know my voice by now and Tiffany's voice because she talks to him just as much as I do. And this is important to know. Even if you never plan on having children, if you have a friend who is pregnant, this is important to know. The baby should continue moving at a steady rate. If there is less movement, then the doctor needs to be called or they need to go into the hospital because something could be wrong. The baby should continue moving up until labor. Now, they might not roll around as much in there, but they should still kick and punch and do all that stuff as frequently as they were doing that before. So that is something that we always track every single day. You know, we make sure that little man is moving and we do our kick counts. So everything has been great with that so far. Plus we've had the NSTs, which I had my second one today. That turned out great. But just it's important to know that the baby should continue moving up until labor. So that's really it with little man. He is full term. He is ready to come out whenever he is ready. But just because we are ready on this side does not mean he is ready on the inside yet. So one of these days, we've got a week left until we're 40 weeks, and then the doctor said we could go till 41. They would induce around 41 weeks. So hopefully he comes on his own, but if we have to induce, then we'll get to that when the time comes. Don't want to stress about it too much. How am I doing? Well, I'm pretty clumsy when it comes to dropping things lately. Let me tell you, dropping soap in the shower is not great. you know. You pretty much gotta have a few bars in there because if you drop one, you can just grab another. Because bending over is not easy at this point in time. Little man, like I said, is moving like crazy. We are doing the kick counts every day. I just sit there and I watch my belly move. It's so cool. It's so cool to watch and to feel. The cravings that I have this week, they are different from the cravings that I've had in the past. I have really been craving some like blue raspberry slushies. I really haven't filled that craving, but I've been craving it. And also fruit snacks. I never have been a big fruit snack eater, but they sound so good to me. You guys probably know from a couple of vlogs ago that I took a pack of Gushers out of our hospital bag and then I had to go out and get another box. Well, I'm still really digging those Gushers. So, you know, I'm just trying to fill that craving in moderation, but the blue raspberry slushies and the Gushers, they sound great. I have been sitting on my birth ball every day and I've started going for walks. They're not always comfortable, the walks, but it's gonna help him move down. It's gonna help things move along. So that's what we really need right now if we want to avoid induction. Like I said, the NST went well today. I was a little nervous because I ate a meal at around 9:30 and I left the house at 10. The appointment wasn't until 11, but last time we had a really hard time finding parking. So I got there, I found a spot immediately. So I sat there for about 20 minutes. The whole time little man is moving and kicking around. When they get the monitor on me, it seemed like he was not interested in moving around so much. So for the first few minutes I was really nervous that I was gonna have to stay longer or something like that, but we got everything we needed, so that was excellent. It was really funny. The nurse came in and she said, well, I'm a happy camper. Everything looks good. You're good to go. And I was just like, I didn't say anything about our vlog because I'm pretty modest when it comes to that. If Tiffany were there, she definitely would have brought it up. But I was just like, I wonder if she said that on purpose or if it was just like a coincidence. That was pretty neat either way. So she said she was a happy camper. She was good to let me go. So we did have an OB appointment yesterday. At 36 weeks, we have a weekly OB appointment. Because of Tiffany's schedule, it's kind of fallen on weird days. We went like 10 days between one, 5 days between the other, but the OB appointment went well. We did learn a little bit about what the induction process is, if we have to get to that point. We did get checked for dilation again. There hasn't been any changes. So that's why I've been on the birth ball, walking around, things like that. We've got a few other things to try. I might have Tiffany give me a foot rub one of these nights because you're supposed to avoid foot rubs because there's like pressure points that can induce labor, but at this point we're full term, so now it technically would be safe to do. So I might have her give me a foot rub later. I'll have to think about that. I haven't had any swelling. I really haven't felt any contractions, if I have even had any. I don't know, the NST didn't show any again today. They didn't show any last week. I do get the occasional thunder punch still. If you guys only follow these pregnancy updates, Tiffany renamed lightning crotch to thunder punch, so I still have a little bit of that. Today I do have a little bit of a lower back ache, and I don't know if that is like an early sign of labor or if it's because I walked too far yesterday. I don't know if little man's sticking out a little bit further, making my spine curve. I don't know if it's because I slept wrong. I don't know if it's because of the weather. It could be anything, but it could be an early sign of labor, so I'm gonna let you guys know. I have a little backache. The last thing that I've been noticing is I definitely feel like I am waddling more. I don't necessarily feel like little man is lower in my pelvis, but I just feel like I have been waddling like crazy. So maybe that's another sign that he's about to arrive, I don't know. Plus, there is an old wives' tale that babies come around full moons, and tomorrow's a full moon, so I don't know. But that is everything about me this week. I don't have a product of the week, and I don't really have a tip of the week this week either. So I want to talk a little bit about how Tiffany has been doing in these past few weeks. We talked about it a little bit in yesterday's vlog, but you know, she's part of this whole process too, and I really have been doing these, I've been doing these bump dates, letting you guys know how I'm feeling, but I really haven't included a lot of how she's feeling. But I think it's important for you guys to know how she's been feeling, especially lately. So she's definitely been anxious since the third trimester even started. She wanted to make sure the baby bag was packed, the nursery was ready, the car seat was installed, all of that good stuff. Well, we finally have that, but now she's just anxious because she is ready to meet our son. So she even, she even kind of admitted that she's feeling a little jealous because she's so ready to just hold and snuggle and, you know, all that good stuff with little man. And she admitted she's a little jealous because I get to feel him every day, and sure, she can put her hand on my stomach and she can feel him kicking, and it's an amazing feeling, but what she feels is different from what I feel, and she's ready for him to come out. But she's excited too. So she's trying to find that balance of anxious and excitedness and all of that. And some days it's a little bit of a struggle, but she just, you know, she knows that when he is ready, he will be here, and then our lives are gonna change. You know, she's ready. The funny thing is, she's ready to get all the snuggles in, but I'm not sure if she realizes all the sleep she's gonna lose to get those snuggles, because he's gonna be up quite a bit. So anyways, that's a little bit about how Tiff's doing. I can't exactly explain it as well as she can because they're her feelings and not mine, but it's just something that she's been going through, we've been going through, and it's something to keep in mind. If you are pregnant, if your spouse is pregnant, if your friend is pregnant, you know, a lot of times there is another half involved there, and sometimes it's nice to just reach out and ask how they're doing too, because there's a lot of emotions and feelings involved with that. And I don't really know where I have led this conversation to, so I think we're just gonna end it at that, and we're gonna go to the baby bump. So yeah. So what do you guys think of the bump this week? Have I dropped? I really, at this point, should be dropping just a little bit, I think. But I can't tell. So, you know, I try to look in the mirror every day, but I'm like, am I lower today? I don't really know. So it's nice to have these like week by week comparisons because sometimes they can be pretty drastic. The past few weeks, I feel like they've looked kind of the same, but maybe we'll see something different today. I don't know. But anyways, thank you guys so much for following along in these bump dates and leaving all your comments and questions. You know, it really means a lot to me. It really means a lot to Tiffany too, but it means a lot. So, if you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel and click the thumbs up for if you like this video, and hit the bell if you want some notifications on future videos. And thank you guys so much for watching and for sharing us with your friends. And we'll catch you on the flippity.
Don't forget to follow us on all of our social media pages, especially the tweeters.